Hi, welcome to Chaos Game Studio. 4 weeks ago, I decided to do one small game every week. In this video, I want to share with you some of my thoughts after 4 weeks of making games and show you the effects of week 4. Before I started this challenge, I took part in a few game jams, started dozens of projects and watched a countless number of tutorials or online courses. And even with this little bit of game dev background, each time when I started a new project, I didn't know where to start. That was extremely demotivating, especially when I want to start a bigger project that I want to include in my portfolio in the future. Because of a lack of motivations and skills, I was dropping project after project. Every failure makes me less confident and less motivated. That's why I decided to start from the beginning. For the last 4 weeks, I made 4 games. Not very polished, more like prototypes, but my goal was not to make great games. I want to build confidence and polish my skills. What is most important for me, I don't use any YouTube tutorials, except the one about Blender character modeling. For the previous 3 weeks, I made games with thems. You can't control the player, where you need to remove obstacles from the player's road, and your goal is to get the high score. Death is useful. A game inspired by Life Goes On main mechanics where you need to sacrifice characters to pass levels. Surveillance, where you are the camera AI and you marked suspicious characters. All those games were simple to the games with bad pixel art graphics created by me. Because this was the 4th week, I want to do something more challenging. Week 4 them was falling, so I decided to do skydiving. I made models and animation for this game, and that took me more time than I thought, but I'm quite satisfied with the final result. You play as a skydiver and collect money for every circle that you hit. Thanks to this money, you can jump from higher places or get even more money for every circle. The game is nearly finished, but I need to work on parachute steering more in the future. Some of my thoughts after 4 weeks of making games. Following tutorials seems to be a good idea when you want to do something, but after a few months I didn't learn anything. If you are at the beginning of your road, try to solve problem by yourself. You will learn much more. I lost a few months just because I cannot do anything without a tutorial. Art is the most time-consuming part of making games, at least for me. I tried to use some of the assets from the asset store in this week, but I didn't find anything that could be useful, and was free. I guess it will be easier when I build my own assets library. A to-do list is the simplest way to remind you what left to do. I need to remember to include even smallest task there. To-do list inside of Visual Studio is a great way to do this. So, as in the previous episodes, if you want to test this game, the link to its itch.io page is in the description. If you want to test previous weeks, I will leave link both to itch.io and YouTube videos about them. Because I want to make game a week for 12 weeks, I generated the next dem on letsmakeagame.net, and this time I got the dem Power Source. I hope we will see again next week. Bye!